Hi, it's Rosalie from Can't Wait to Plan. I'm so happy you decided to stop by. Today, I'm going to go over the scrapbooking process I used to create a graduation scrapbook gift for one of my clients, Victoria, for her daughter, Abby, who's 18 and is graduating in a few weeks. Anyway, we have a photo in the window. This is a K & Company scrapbook post-bound. This is Abby's birth date. And Abby only liked warm color, so coral, a lot of gold, coral, and that kind of color scheme. So I found a lot of falls type paper that I can use in the background. This is actually from a paper pad. I don't remember which one it is. At the time that I made it, it was a little bit of a rush, so I didn't get a chance to write down everything, but I can probably go back and find out if you're interested. I added some little quotes, little embellishment, gems embellishment. I added a whole tag with ribbons and everything, showcasing her first Christmas since she was born 3 weeks before Christmas. I also asked her parents to write down sentiments about that highlights something about the year, that year. So we decided to do a double page spread for each year of her life. So this is at birth, and then this is year number 1. This paper pad came with a cutout page that has some of these circles on the page. So I cut it out, put it on a round circle because it wasn't on the gold circle, just to pop it up, and I pop it up on pop-up dots as well. And here's her journaling from her mom. And the photos were not a great condition, so in most of the case I had to do a lot of Photoshop in order to make it usable. And so I also decided to turn everything black and white, or really not black and white, but what do you call it when it's I forgot what it's called, sepia. So it's kind of a little bit brownish as to go better with the paper coloring. At year 2, they live on a farm in Pennsylvania. So I printed a map of Pennsylvania and used it as a frame for the photos of them on their tractor. Also, this one was printed from the internet. I thought it turned out very, very well. I use whatever they wrote on here to basically figure out what background paper I wanted to use. So in this case, she loved music, she loved to dance, and she always say happy day all the time. So I used some puffy alphabet stickers for that and put this girl, which is actually a fabric that I fussy cut out of a yard of fabric that I bought just because I love all these ballet girls. They had a whole bunch of them, all different color tutus and different pose, and I just put it onto a cardstock and use it as an embellishment. This paper was perfect. I kind of picked the gold to highlight some of the embellishment I wanted to use. And at 3, Abby was all into puppies and the farm animals. So I used this cute little quotes from a quote book that I had and added this little dog embellishment, and used these clear stickers as well. They actually at year 4, they spent their vacation at a beach house in North Carolina. So there was a lot of photos with beach and so on. So I took the whole thing and put it on a beach background, added some vellum beach poem, and used some of the frames that I had that showcase seashells and so on. Actually, these, I cut them out of catalogs and things that showcase mirrors and artwork for auctions and things like that. And then I sprayed with the deacidifying spray in order to make it safe for photos. And then that's what I use for these, because I really like these photos and they're just the perfect coloring for this color theme. At year 5, the whole family did did a play at school where they played the whole Holy Family. And so I used that photo as the background, and the paper is a very mild, Christmas photo. Abby's mom wanted to include a lot of photos. So again, I included in small bits because, of course, couldn't really do them in much larger size than that. But I thought that cluster came out really nice. At year 6, they love to go camping as a family. So I decided to make that into a camping theme page. And some of their photos, this is actually where the photo ends. So it cuts off the head of the people and stuff. So I had to try to be a lot more creative in coming up with a frame that doesn't make that look too obvious that the photo was kind of strange. This way it sort of made like, okay, it was a piece of wood, so that's how it came out. I pop up the journaling bits onto a little bit darker cardstock and ink the side to make it much more matching to the whole system. Same with this little sticker thingy, not a sticker but a cut apart, and this as well. Yeah. At year 7, these are photos from the beach, as well as this is actually Las Vegas. I love the way Abby's mom Victoria looks in this one. She looked like I don't know, gorgeous. And it's such a great page. I actually cut these little doily thingy, scallop doily, out of another paper, because this particular paper, although it's gorgeous and it has kind of an ombre wood effect, is very plain in comparison to this side. But if I use this same paper over here, it was just too much. So I thought that popping these kind of inside the circle and then over here and stack a couple of them together and pop them up, made them look very intentional and just give a perfect embellishment to these pages. Okay, at age 8, again, using what her mom and dad wrote, I highlighted the fact that she's really becoming her own. And I added little flower die cuts, little things, little clear stickers. And this, because her mom actually say the word brave in here describing her. So I did that as an embellishment that I thought was super cute. Again, I didn't use a whole lot of embellishment, just subtle things, because that's her style. She doesn't like things super busy. And I want the photo to really take center stage. I love this picture of her and her cousin. At age 7, they had a beautiful family photo, the kids photo for Christmas. So I used that as a main counterpoint as a color scheme for the rest of the paper as well. And this is the year when they moved to San Clemente, California. So of course they are at the beach in San Clemente, and that them in front of their new home. And this is Abby at age 10. Again, beautiful family photo. I tried to put here and there some of the focus photo is her family and some of them is of herself. And here is Abby in a actually traditional Vietnamese dress. Since I'm Vietnamese, I got a real kick out of that. This is a project she was doing for school. And I guess she's doing some kind of a dance. It's so cute. I hope the glare is not bothering you too much. I'm trying to hold it up so that it won't be so bad. And again, I use some of just cut apart from different collections here and there and just pop them up to be used as embellishment on the page. At age 11, Abby is really into nature. Here's some friends from school. Here's her family. Here she is in front of a locker at school. And I used some clear acrylic flower on here with some clear quotes in there and so on, just to emphasize the beautiful paper that's actually raised up. This is from K & Company. And at age 12, she's really into acting, drama class, and so on, and singing. So here she is with her mom in front of the school at one of her performances. Here they are behind the curtains. And this photo is of Abby in front of her school locker. And actually this photo, the red is very, very vibrant, very strong. So I desaturated quite a bit in Photoshop just so that it doesn't overwhelm everything and it match a lot better with the background paper. And I added some beautiful kind of gold large ribbon. I cut out, it was a Christmas ribbon. I just cut out the wire on there and just use that as a fabric to just pop it up behind, giving the photo, the focus photo, even more focus. At year 13, they had this beautiful family Christmas photo. So I used those colors to highlight the rest of them. And also she was really into scuba diving and so on at the time. So I used this paper, which I thought with some of can you see some of these circles they had here? It just reminded me a bit of Under the Sea, some bubbling up and so forth. So I used that. I use a round frame here just to make it look like a submarine porthole that they were looking out into. And I used some stickers denoting waves, but I wanted to be very subtle. And this is actually a bracelet that I cut out of a catalog that had, what do you call these? Starfish all over it. So I just thought it gave a nice subtle embellishment to the whole layout. This is Abby at year 14. Now she's really into singing and playing the guitar. And I desaturate this photo quite a bit, but it's a beautiful photos of her, what's the word, pondering upon life and so on. I just thought it's so sweet. And the background paper has music all over it, which I thought was really sweet. But look at that sexy mama right here. Anyway, some of the quotes that just make sense. We are shaped and fashioned by what we love. These are clear stickers. Love is friendship set to music. Winners never quit, because it's talking about their team here from school and so on. And at year 15, check this out. Oh my gosh, she did a beautiful special hair for that day. I think it was for prom or whatever. Gorgeous. This is her with some of her school friends, and so just some subtle, what do you call it, embellishment to the photos that they had for me. I just thought it's beautiful. Capture, kind of talk about like the capture the beauty. And at age 16, they had this beautiful photo of her standing in front of this mural of the Angels of the Wing. And so I used that to highlight that, and I kind of fussy cut out the photos and just put it there as if she's taking flight from where she's standing. She was also doing a mural. She was really into art then. And so I just thought that these paper just worked beautifully in that. And there was a lot of photos with frame and everything. It just became very overwhelming. So I decided to make these 2 photos to focus, and the rest of them almost look like a roll of film that ran across the page. And I used sticky washi tape to form the overall frame for the whole thing. And that's a Happy Planner. Me and my big idea is Happy Planner washi tape in rose gold. I love this paper. I think I wrote down what it is, but I don't know off the top of my head. This is Abby at 17, sitting at the beach. Be beautiful. And talk about daughters, our little girl that grow up to be your best friend. That's them in Hawaii here. And one of the fundraiser feet washing thing that they did at school. It's just, I love it. I love this album so much. This was my first scrapbooking album for like 14 years. I stopped scrapbooking for about 14 years because my kids were young and simply I just didn't have the time. That's why I started to make cards, and I've been making cards ever since. But I'm going to get back into scrapbooking because this and meeting my friend Karen recently on her YouTube channel has really refueled my passion for scrapbooking. I love it so much. So my daughter is going to get a similar graduation present when she graduated from high school. Her color scheme is going to be totally different. She loved purple, so that's what it's going to be. And this is Abby at 18 or 17 and a half, or 18, I don't know for sure. But I thought this is all her artwork. She's sitting in a field of flowers doing her artwork. I just thought this is beautiful. And I used the light yellow little flowers top that Abby was wearing that day as a jumping point for the paper that I chose here, which I thought was cute. And then I added little puffy stickers on top of this frame that actually already had this little house as an embellishment. And then this is the last page. This is Abby for graduation. One of my friend is the photographer for, her name is Yoshi. She's the photographer for Abby for this. And Abby is very pale, so normally she would never wear red lipstick, but because her dress and her school colors is black and red, she decided to wear a red dress underneath her graduation gown. And so I use the Lip Sense in blue red to highlight that to make sure that it matched the dress. And it looked a little jarring and a little bit so un-Abby in person, but I knew that in photo she would look gorgeous, which she did. And this is a long note that her mom and dad wrote for her, telling her how proud they were of her. And I just thought this says shine, and this paper with the copper foil paper and the amber blingies that I use here, you go girl, and always be humble and kind, and all these little stickers that I've added in here, walk by faith, I thought just made, even though it's busy, it is not busy. You know, it's still very, very chic and subtle enough. And here's Abby. She is a wonderful girl and a wonderful seniors, and I know that the next 4 years for her in college is going to be very, very amazing, and that she's going to grow into an even more beautiful woman than she is right now. Thank you so much, Victoria, for allowing me to make this scrapbook for your beautiful daughter, Abby. And I'm grateful for you to trust me on it. And I promise not to post this video until Abby gets her gift at graduation. Thank you so much again. And to everyone, if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And I so appreciate you staying till the end. Bye for now.